Okay, for lesson 4 test, it is going to be similar to lesson 4, where you've got several layers. This one has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, over 10 layers. You're going to be required to have at least 5 layers and at least 3 effects. You can tell on this one, 4 of the layers have effects on them. Drop shadows or whatever. You can do whatever effect you want to, but you'll have to have at least 5 layers. And similar to this, I want you to make a flyer or a postcard that you're selling something or you're trying to promote something. So you'll go to Google Images, and if it's Pine Tree, do Pine Tree High School. You'll notice I'm already in Google Images, so when I choose search, I'll come up with different things. You can do long view. See what type of images come up here. Or just Texas. So you'll need to go to the image. I thought I clicked it. Alright. Doesn't look like that is a very large image. It is not, so I'm going to go back. In Google Images, you can change your settings to advanced search. You can go to what size image you want. And I'm going to say larger than 640 by 480, and then click advanced search down here. And that way I'll get larger images. I can always resize them, of course, in Photoshop, but if you start out with a decent sized image, you won't have to do too much to it. If I was doing Texas, I would definitely want blue bonnets. That would be a good background. Oh my goodness. Okay, that one, I'm just going to save that image. I'm going to put it on, I'm just going to put this one on my desktop. You need to save it to your downloads folder. When you are searching images, it's not necessarily a page full of images. This is a page about Texas, and it just happens to have this image on there. You notice it's copyrighted, but that's fine for our purposes. I didn't rename the last one, and I probably should have. Nope, it says web file. I don't want to save a web file. Save the image as. I don't know why that is coming up. Maybe if I can't even click it. Nope, I don't want that. So I'm going to go back, and I'm just going to search for blue bonnets in images. And I want a background. That's where I just was, I think. I'm not going to save that. Surely this bar up here isn't going to save. That's a web page. Wow. Okay, some websites won't allow you to click on their images. This doesn't look like a big image, but finally it is a JPEG image. I'm going to save it to my desktop. Okay, sorry. I just wanted a couple of images to get started, and I want you to go to Photoshop and choose File, New. And the new image, I want you to choose under size. I want you to choose a letter size. That is just a typical 8.5 by 11 size picture. And you click OK. And you'll get a white background. And from here, you just start importing your images. In the last lesson, you learned how to open different files and drag them into one. Where are mine? You can just drag them onto your screen if you want to. That is, it may not look real clear until you hit enter. And of course, I mean, you're going to have to resize everything, or you may not. But I'm going to free transform, which is Control T, if I was doing this anyway. I would want these blue bonnets to be in the background, and I would probably lower the opacity a little bit. Just depends on what else I'm going to do to it. Anyway, I'm going to file open. I'll do this one a little differently. Look at desktop. And this will open that flags image in a different one. This looks like a small picture. I'm going to control click the thumbnail. Oh, it's locked. I'm going to have to duplicate this layer. Now I control click, or no I don't. Yeah, I control click, that selects everything on that layer. And I'm just going to click and drag it. Highlight over blue bonnet, or this new one, for a second, and then just come down. I had a feeling that it was going to be extremely small. While I have it selected, I'm going to hit Control T, which is just like going to edit free transform. And this is probably not going to be a high quality image. I'm going to hold down Shift while I resize this so it constrains the proportions, and then hit Enter. It didn't show up too bad. I would definitely take out the background. I would probably cut out the flag with my selection tool, but you do whatever you want to. Okay, almost done. 5 layers total. Effects on at least 3, 8.5 by 11, and oops. And the name of the file. As soon as you open it, I have a bad habit of it, and I need to get better. First initial, last name, Lesson4Quiz, and make sure it is a Photoshop file. Okay? The rest of it, you use your imagination. I want your creativity. If I see people doing a lot of Texas with blue bonnets and flags in the background, that's not going to be cool. Anyway.